Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new episode of Art Nouveau with your host LeilaniJoy. This is my video art blog where I document my creative process and give you guys some tips and tricks along the way. On today's episode, I'm excited to share with you my latest collaboration with Disney for WONDERGROUNDGALLERY. And this time I've been assigned the evil queen from Snow White, and I can't wait to do this super iconic villain and get started on this painting. I tried to do a little bit of an evil queen inspired makeup look today, but in all honesty, I think I came out looking more like one of the girls from Addicted to Love by Robert Palmer. Anyone? You guys all too young for that? Not that that's really a bad thing. I mean, those are some hot ladies, and I love how they just like, they don't care at all. They're just like, we don't care. Anyways, let's get started. Before I jump in here though, I just wanted to do a few quick shout outs, if I may. I did just get back from 2 visits to Wonderground Gallery, and I just had an amazing time both times. And I wanted to give a very special thank you to a couple of very special fans that came out to see me and brought me some incredible fan art, so I just kind of had to share it. This piece is by Cass, and hi Cass, hello, we're friends now. But anyways, I absolutely love this drawing. It's so gorgeous, and now she has a little place in my studio, so I just wanted to give you a special shout out. I'm gonna get a frame for it. I haven't had time yet. And the special Ramona portrait by Cassie. Thank you, Cassie. I love it. It's so cool. I mean, I love Ramona. So she's also here in my studio with me today. So thank you guys so much for that. It was really special, and it was awesome meeting everybody that came out. Like, it was just so heartwarming, and I always feel so welcome, and I feel so much love when I'm visiting down there. Maybe because it's the happiest place on earth, so they say. Anyway, let's get started here. I also want to preface this blog today by saying, you guys probably already figured this out, but I actually already did the painting. I know it's like kind of a secret. I always like, oh, let's get started painting, but I actually already did it, and then I recorded the video. But this particular painting was honestly the most challenging piece I've ever done for a variety of reasons that I'll share with you. And it was super painful, to be honest. Like, every step of the way, I just ran into problems. I had a lot of struggle with the art direction team on this one. They just, I don't know, like sometimes I feel like they just like hate me over there. I don't know, but they're just like, no, this isn't right. Change it. And so I did like, I don't even know, 6 revisions of just the sketch. And then when I got to the painting process, I ran into a bunch of technical issues. There was a lot of pain and crying over this piece. Like, honestly, I was starting to say, this is evil. This painting is evil, just as she's meant to be. But I am not a quitter. That's one thing I am not. People actually told me, like, just give up. Just do something else. Just stop torturing yourself. But I didn't. And I wanted to just preface this video by saying that. And I'm going to actually do a separate video where I'm going to share sort of the outtakes and like some of the struggle process I went through, because otherwise this video would be way too long. So in this particular video, I'm going to show kind of when it started to work and how it finally came out. But yeah, I started over more times than I'd like to admit to, number one. I just thought it was kind of important and like personal to share that with you guys, because I know I see a lot of artists out there and they just look like everything they do is freaking perfect, and I am not like that. I screw up constantly and go through a lot of self-loathing. I think that's part of being an artist. I don't know. I'm sure like you guys would kind of feel the same way. Anyways, I just wanted to share that little personal story with you guys before I start this painting. And then I'll do a follow-up video where I actually recorded some of the insanity that really did happen during this process. Anyway, I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of my research, and then we'll actually start painting. So let's go. So I doubt this character requires much introduction, as I'm sure all of you are quite aware of Disney's first full-length animated feature entitled Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. In the story, the evil queen, or wicked queen, is the villain character who basically comes up with multiple ways to kill Snow White because she's super, super jealous. Even though she herself has these fabulous eyebrows, so I really don't know what she's jealous of. But for my painting, I want to incorporate some of these iconic symbols like the poisoned apple and the magic mirror. And I decided early on in the planning stages that I wanted to actually find an antique mirror frame and do the painting within that so it looks like the queen is actually in a mirror. And I looked for months until I finally found this gorgeous antique frame on eBay, and it was just perfect for this piece. Lastly, I just wanted to share with you this photo by Annie Leibovitz of Olivia Wilde as the evil queen. She did this series of Disney-inspired photos of celebrities, and they're just super cool. And I just thought Olivia Wilde's face was like very perfectly structured for this character. So as I said, I had to do a lot of preliminary sketches for Disney, and they finally liked this one. But they required me to change the hands like 5 times. They really didn't like how I was drawing the hands, which was frustrating because they wouldn't really tell me what they didn't like about them. But finally they liked this one, which I think is actually the strongest. But I didn't record all the drawing because there was just so much of it. So I'm going to go ahead and just jump into the painting process. So first off, I had a custom board cut, thanks to my dad, who has a saw that was actually able to cut an oval masonite panel that fits in my antique frame. And to create this sort of magical, organic, smoky background, I decided I wanted to do an acrylic pouring technique with fluid acrylic paint, which turned out to be very, very difficult. So I'll explain that more in my other video. But here's the final version when it finally went right. So I then waited 24 hours to let my paint pour dry, and these are the results, which look pretty awesome and I was super happy with. I then put a layer of matte medium over the whole background to make sure I protect it. Let that dry thoroughly. Now for this piece, it's vital that the character be centered, and so I made a line down the background and I centered my character before I transferred it and then ultimately started painting. Now here you'll see I'm adding some of this really bright limey green color to her face, and I'm also going to add it to her hands as well because I really want her to feel like she's in this environment that has this lime green kind of lighting. So that's kind of important to add some of that lighting color to the flesh tone as well. Now as a final step, I thought it'd be really neat to have like a neon yellow-green fog around her to kind of put her in the flames. So I practiced using one of my ruined boards, and I'm using this piece of paper to kind of diffuse the spray paint. I'm using an acrylic fluorescent yellow spray paint, and I've practiced a couple times, and then I'm going to do it on the final painting. It is a good idea to practice because you can't undo this. Finally, I'm going to sign the painting and, of course, varnish the final piece. Now, I've gotten a few questions from you guys about varnishing techniques, so I'm going to do a separate video and teach you guys how to properly protect and varnish your finished paintings. Okay, you guys, well, my Evil Queen piece is almost finished now, and before I show you how she turned out, finally. I just want to update you on a few things really quick. The first of which is the Lady Amalthea is still in search of her forever home. I thought that we had this painting sold, and unfortunately my buyer had to drop out on me. So sad. But that means she's available again and looking for her forever home. This piece has sort of like a special significance to me. It's captures my earliest and possibly one of my biggest inspirations, which is The Last Unicorn, and I really feel a personal connection to it. So I know there's some die-hard Last Unicorn fan out there that loves this film and book as much as I do and will give her a good home. I'm asking $650 for her, and I do offer flexible payment plans, so whatever works for you, we can make it happen. Just email me at sales@LeilaniJoy.com if you would like to set that up. Or if you want to get her right now, you can buy her in my Etsy store. But next up, you probably noticed I have a little work in progress over here. I am doing a Medusa inspired piece. This has been one of my #1 most requested pieces. I finally got around to doing it because the Bad Apple Artist Collective is doing a monthly auction with the theme Ladies of Legend, and I couldn't think of a better character to do. Some of you know I was working on this piece and I asked you guys for input on the thumbnails, and I got so much great feedback from you guys. So for the Bad Apples, I'm actually doing just this little watercolor vignette piece, and then I'm also going to do a full acrylic painting as well. So you guys are kind of getting the best of both worlds here. Due to popular demand, I wasn't going to do prints of this piece. I was going to do prints of the acrylic painting, but I got so many requests as I've been working on this that I'm going to do a very limited edition of only 50 prints of the Medusa vignette piece. So if you dig this piece, you can go find it in my Etsy store and grab one of the limited editions, or you can wait until I do the acrylic piece that's going to kind of accompany this one. So yeah, there's a little Medusa for everyone, if you will. So I also wanted to tell you guys that I just recently did a live Q&A on my Tumblr page, LeilaniJoy.tumblr.com, and I answered a bunch of questions that you guys had, and if you missed it, I hope you can check it out and see if maybe I answered one of the long-term questions that you've had. I'd like to do another live Q&A soon if I can, but I'll give you guys a little more warning about it. It was kind of impromptu. I actually didn't have like a ton of work to do, and I was like, oh, I'll answer some questions for people. But before you send me a question, please do review the questions I have already answered on the Q&A, and also visit my frequently asked questions page right here so that I don't have to keep answering the same questions over and over again. I would like to just take a quick moment to once and for all answer this frequently asked question that I get still to this day over and over and over again. And that question is, why don't you paint men? Can you paint boys? Do you paint men? And my answer is, would you like to commission a boy, man, whatever? No, exactly. So moving on, we hopefully have that question answered. And frankly, I just don't want to answer it anymore. The other thing that I want to just address really quick is I'm really, really sorry, you guys, but I can't do critiques. I get a lot of questions like wanting artwork critiqued and your portfolio critiqued, and I honestly, I wish I could help everybody, but I just can't. It would take me all day, every day to critique everyone's work. But that's why I'm working on the online class. So then you can get your art critiqued, and I will help all of my students hands-on. Okay, now without further ado, let's take a look at my finished piece of The Evil Queen, and stay tuned after the reveal to find out how you can win a signed postcard of this piece. It's very exclusive. You either have to go to Disneyland or order it from them, or win it from me. So stay tuned to find out how you can win one, and hope you guys like the final piece. Here she is. And there you have it, my finished piece entitled Evil Most Fair. And first, I just want to proudly announce that this piece sold within minutes of it being released, which feels pretty good. And I want to just send out a special shout out and thank you to Scott, who is the new owner of this piece. So thank you, Scott, and I really hope that you enjoy it. So the original may already be gone. At least she got to be on the wall for a whole 10 minutes. But Wonderground is also offering postcards, prints, and my personal favorite are these deluxe limited edition canvas reproductions. They didn't do these for me before, and they're framed, and look at those, are so beautiful. And I hand signed and numbered each of these, so you can get those as well. I also have with me the deluxe print available at Wonderground Gallery. These are really gorgeous, double matted, and they are available to order. You can find all the easy ordering information on my website at leilanijoy.com/Disney-art, and it has the store phone number and the email and everything you need to know to get this piece. I also want to let you guys know that my original Maleficent and original Queen of Hearts piece are still available at Wonderground Gallery. And a little insider knowledge, they recently came down in price, so it might be a good idea if you're interested in one of those originals. They're super cool. Like, I'm surprised that no one has given them a home yet. So if you're interested in those as well, you can contact the gallery. Also, if you guys are lazy, here is the quick email to contact Disney's Wonderground Gallery. Just let them know you're interested in my work and which pieces, and they'll let you know what's available. Okay, but now I want to tell you guys about a little contest where you can win, ta-da, a signed exclusive postcard of Evil Most Fair. And all you have to do, it's very easy, is go to your Instagram, this is going to be an Instagram contest, and share your favorite Disney piece that I did for Wonderground Gallery. So you can choose this piece, you can choose Maleficent, you can choose the Queen's Way or TikTok Tink. You can grab the images right off my website at LeilaniJoy.com. And then all you have to do is add the hashtag LeilaniJoy, and hashtag Wonderground Gallery. So you must have those two hashtags and any other hashtags you'd like to add to help me out, like best art ever, hashtag awesome girl artist, hashtag this artist is the best on YouTube, whatever you'd like to put. And then I'm going to choose a random winner from those shares, and they will get a signed exclusive Wonderground postcard from yours truly. So get to tagging and sharing, and I will find my winner on there. Okay guys, well, I guess that's it for me on this exciting Disney adventure. And I'm gonna go back to painting and probably back to sweatpants. Oh, I was gonna make a joke earlier. I forgot to sneak it in, but I was like, so I might be like trying to doll up like, you know, the evil queen today. But for the most part, I create my art looking like the old hag. I seriously, okay, so I kind of have to share this with you, like, no tea, no shade. You guys know the artist Charmaine Olivia. She's like, she's a painter as well, and she does really beautiful, fashion-y, abstract art. But she shares pictures of her like painting in her studio, and she's like perfect and glammed out and like cute outfits, and I'm just like, I do not look like that in my studio. Is that real, girl? Is that staged? Because I do not. I look like the sloppiest beast you could imagine. So this is all just for the video. Anyway, just wanted to say that. All right, so that's it for me. I'm out of here, and I will see you guys soon, probably on my Medusa release painting. So hopefully I won't turn to stone before then. All right, that wasn't funny. Sorry. All right, and don't forget to check out my ridiculous outtakes from this painting. I'm going to do a follow-up video with all my... there is an incident where I tried to just like do it drunk, and that didn't really work out either. Okay, I'm going for real, seriously. All right, see you guys next time.